Hello, welcome. How are you? Okay, so I'm not sure if anyone's here just yet. So I've got the coffee tarot here. So I'm just sort of taking a minute to sort of take a breath. And let's have a look at today's card for the collective. Okay, so let's just put that in. Let's do a little bit of a collective reading while we wait and see if anyone comes in for a reading. Okay, using the Coffee Tarot by Janet Bauer and Ron Bauer. Now, I saw this being created, so I have a real affinity with it. I absolutely love it. It was a beautiful gift. All I had to do was pay for shipping. So, very, very lucky indeed. Hey, New York Finest, it's been a while. Yes, it has. How are you? I'm just pulling out a card for the, collective. Oh, card fell down. So what have we got? The Emperor. Okay, the Emperor's got many layers to it. The Emperor is about that sense of being able to take control of your life, making sure that you are a leader in where you want to be. It feels like you want to take control. You're the provider. Now, we've got 8 of Fire, which tells us that things are intense, maybe moving forward in some way. So there's a lot of swift movement. There's a lot of stuff going on. So there are some choices to make. As things are moving quickly in your life, there are some decisions to be made, some choices to be made with being in charge, with being in that state there. So yeah, that's moving forward there. Okay, New York Finest, you're looking for a reading. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. So you're looking for a reading, a lot of stuff going on at the moment for you. So you want a reading of some sort, right? So, yeah, don't forget there's 2 cards for, 2-card reading, or if you want to or are you going to donate? Just need your question though. Just playing around with that deck. Let's have a look and see what your... Okay, feels like there's a lot of healing needing to be done, New York Finest. Feels like there's a lot of healing, a lot of stuff needing to be dealt with. So, yeah, let's have a look. Let's remove this, yeah. Oh, hun, that's no good. Everything is gone. Okay, it sounds like have you got some legal issues that you're dealing with? You need to... Hi, Ari, how are you? Okay, New York Finest, what's your question then? What's your actual question? Remember, I cannot do anything that's with legals. That's good. Okay, I can't do any medical issues, legal issues, or third party. And medical also includes pregnancy. I don't do any pregnancy readings either, because that to me is very medical. Okay, I need a question, New York Finest. What's going on? Okay, what's going on for you in the outcome, New York Finest? Okay, so let's have a look. What's the outcome? I'm going to use the Fairy Tarot. Okay. What's going on and the outcome going to be? Let's have a look. Okay, New York Finest. Let's have a look. What have we got? Okay, the first card that came out is transformation. You're going through a lot of changes. Okay, there are a lot of stuff going on for you right now. It's interesting. The Emperor card came up. So it's all about being able to do the things that you can do to take control of your life. It's about looking at the things that you can do that's enabling you to take control, take back what's been taken, enabling you to clear away all the clutter. Being able to get some clarity in your journey is super important here. You need to get a very clear mind. Oh, that's cool. No, that's cool. Yeah. Okay. So you're going through a lot of changes. It's all about you taking control and getting a sense of clarity in the situation. And that could be about asking for some help or that sort of thing. Okay. Interesting. 9 of Wands tells us perseverance, to keep going. Don't give up. Things will turn out all right, but it's all about you being able to get a sense of clarity about the direction you're moving, what actions you need to take. Very, very important here. But with the 9 of Wands here, it's about perseverance. Keep going. Don't give up. Everything's going to be all right in the end. Okay, with all the transformation and changes going in, and you starting to sort of get a bit of a clarity in the situation. It feels like you're going to get some answers coming soon. It does feel like there's going to be a lot of debris that's going to be cleared out, and you are going to find yourself getting a sense of clarity and everything. So I do feel like perseverance, keep going. It's going to be a-okay. Okay, I do feel like it's going to be a-okay. Yep, it's interesting. 2 9s came out here. So with the 9 of coins, it's all about attainment. It's all about things happening. So it's telling me that everything's going to be a-okay. Yes, you are hurting, but you are going through the changes, and you will get a sense of clarity. Okay, it's all about going, okay, a to-do list. What do I need to do today so I can take a step closer to where I want to be? Persevere and get the goal. Attainment. It feels like everything's sort of coming together with the 9 of coins, 9 of pentacles. It's all about everything sort of coming together. I know you're hurting, but you are going through some changes. It is allowing you to sort of move forward on the journey. So just get a sense, just write down your goals. What do you need to do today? Write down really small goals, things that you can do each day to get you to, and even if it means asking for help from someone who knows what to do. Maybe a counselor or a life coach, someone who's trained. You know, get a reference from a doctor or... But it tells us perseverance. You are a survivor. You're a survivor. And again, so things will turn out all right. Good. Talk to your therapist about it. Ask what can be done next. See if she can recommend somebody to help you. Well, it's definitely a gain. You'll be all right. It'll work out. Just got to persevere and keep going. In all aspects of your life. It's because they react all sorts of areas of your life. So, yeah. Right. Erie, can I have your question, please? So, New York Finance, I just feel like persevere, everything will turn out all right. Just keep your mind focused on what's important, your goals. Right, let's do Epic Tarot. Just take care, New York Finest. Just take care of you. Write down goals. Goal keeping is really important. Writing down your goals to manifest what you want to achieve. Important. So, Area, just waiting for your question. You're welcome, New York Finest. Just take care of you. You'll get there. Okay, so can we talk about Aries' future spouse? What are they going to be like? Let's have a look. Okay, what have we got? Okay, we've got a unicorn, so it's a page. Page of Swords. 5 of Wands. Oh, this is getting complex. Okay, 7 of Cups. Okay, you got someone who's always looking for the truth. And there's going to be some real challenges here with the 5 of Wands. It feels like there's going to be some real challenges in regard to the relation. Oops. Right, sorry. Okay, your future spouse. Okay, talks about someone who's always looking for the truth of the situation. So there's going to be some conflicts in regards to that situation. Yeah, it could be some challenges there. And so I think there's a lot about choosing wisely with decisions and things like that. I'm not necessarily saying like choose your partner wisely, but also about well, yes, that too, but also I get that sense of like choosing your emotional path, the way you choose to react in some cases could be really, really important here. So, Ari, I get a lot that there are going to be some challenges. You're going to have to choose how you react to situations. I feel like a lot of about that. And then the last card I get here. Oh, see, here we got 7 of Wands again. So again, that sense of needing to sort of speak your mind, stand up for your convictions. I do feel like there's going to be some real challenges in this relationship, but I think it's going to be, I think you have to choose how you're going to react to the situation, how you're going to stand up for yourself. Yeah. I think it's more of a warning just to sort of say, look, just be careful how you choose to react. Don't let yourself get walked all over, but, you know, find a sense of balance. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a lot. I think it's more of a sort of saying, you know, just, I think there's going to be some stuff that you're going to have to deal with in the relationship. Yeah, well, you're going to have to you have to decide for yourself what you're going to put up with. Remember, this could be just one future spouse. Remember, this is one possible situation that's coming up with the energies at this time. Things can change. You know, things can change, and maybe you choose a different person, or, yeah, this could be just one person in the future that treats you. Yeah, I thought that too. I had 2 marriages and maybe about 4 long-term relationships. So yeah, I mean, things can change. Hi, Egyptian Famous, how are you? Yeah, I think it's just, remember, this is one possible relationship that you might go through, not necessarily a marriage, but a relationship. Yeah, I know. We all, yeah. Remember, that's one future relationship. You might change your energy. Right, Egyptian Famous. Good. So, what's your question? You're welcome, Ari. You've got to remember, our futures are never really set in stone. There are some things that we can change with different choices, but it's just the energy that's at the moment. If you stay on this path, you might change. Pearls of wisdom. Oh, interesting. Okay. Egyptian Famous, should you do tarot readings on YouTube? So let's have a look. If you do tarot readings on YouTube, well, you could do both. Okay, YouTube. Four of Cups. Okay, on YouTube, you need to make sure that you are aware of what's actually going on around you. Aware of, interesting. Oops, the sun with the YouTube. Oh, tells me sun shining. So if I'm looking at YouTube, straight away I'm getting that sense of, be aware of what's actually going around, what the offers are, and the sun tells us that it's going to be happy, it's going to be a good, positive thing. If you do Etsy, okay, it's just readings on Etsy. Okay, got 10 of Cups. Tells us that everything's going to come together. Oh, but there's going to be some challenges with it. Okay, it feels like everything's going to come together, but it's still going to be challenging. YouTube tells us that you've got to be aware of what's actually going on around you and the sun shining. But you could do both. So what happens if you do both? I think it's about balance. finding a way to find a sense of balance is super important. Okay, memories of the past, experiences from the past. Four of Wands. It's a connection. It's a build foundations. What you could do, Egyptian famous, is do your Etsy, right? But do it so that you've got choices that they can either have a private reading or they can do a little bit like a donation based or a I don't know, $5 readings or something like that. You could do where you've got your choices. Like I've got my stuff all over the place. Like I have my YouTube, I've got Fiverr, my Ko-Fi, my website, you know, my blog. I'm building up on my TikTok. I want to build up on my TikTok so that I can go live on TikTok. I've got Instagram, Facebook. So all over the place. And then I can choose my own hours and how I want to do my readings. So basically I get YouTube is happy, can be a happy space, but there is that sense of being aware of your environment. So I think there's a limit. So when I look at that, I feel like there's a limit to your YouTube, right? Etsy tells us that everything comes together, but there are some challenges in regards to Etsy. So if you do both, you've got the experience of the past and you've got everything sort of coming together. So I think like you're building foundations. So I think it's about finding a sense of balance is really important here. So maybe you do half-hour sessions or you do limits where you go, okay, I'm going to do readings for the first 5 people that come in. I'll do 5 free readings. Other than that, you have to donate or whatever you do. It's about creating some limits, Egyptian famous. Maybe you've got to do, okay, I'm going to do 5 readings today and that's all I'm going to do. Or I'm going to do 2 readings today. I'm just going to choose 2 people. That's it. It's about creating. So you build up your clientele with Egyptian famous. You build up with your YouTube channel, and you send them over to Etsy to do your private readings. Does that make sense? So yeah, I think it's really important that Come on. Oh, right, I'm back. Sorry. Laptop shut down for some reason. Oh, sorry. It makes sense. Cool. Sorry about that, Egyptian face. Oh, I'm having issues my end. It's nothing to do with YouTube or StreamYard or anything like that. It's just my end. Because I live in a camp, residential camp. It sort of shuts down sometimes. I didn't mean to do that. So hopefully you're still here. So hopefully you're still here. Oh, pain in the bum. Hopefully you're still here. So yeah, hopefully that makes hopefully that helps. It's all about boundaries. I find that's what works for me. But you'll find what works for you. Yeah. So let me see what happens. I don't know if anyone else is coming back or... So, yeah. Right. If I create that post. So I've just put a message into the community. So fingers crossed. So that was Pearls of Wisdom. Right. So yeah, hopefully. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. So let's do a intuitive guidance card. Let's have a look and see what we're going to do. Okay, what message are we going to focus on today? Oh, okay. Hello, Kay. How are you? What have I got? Noah. Okay, mi whakanoa te wahi ki pat iti arangata katu. Shift the energy of the space in order to move freely. Remember, you are free to be you. It's about being unrestricted, allowing yourself the freedom to be who you want to be, allowing you to achieve what you want to achieve. Interesting. Stability. What freedom do you desire for yourself? Are you feeling restricted in any way you go about doing things? Is there anything hindering you from connecting to or living out your purpose? Interesting. Oh, I was in the middle of, I was just finished with Amaze Egyptian Famous, and the silly computer shut down on me. So I rushed back as quickly as I could back into the stream, but I wasn't sure what happened with Egyptian Famous. Right, do you have a question, Kay? Do you want to dive into about your spirit, about your journey? Or a card from your ancestors, or... like the beloved dead oracle. Oh, okay. I won't do that then. Let me put that away. Okay, so what's going on with this? Let's have a look. Let me have a look here. Ooh. Let's do... I just have to shift things around a little bit. I just want to get... Where are you? Right away, Smith. I feel like I just need... Okay, so what's going on with S? Whoa. That was kind of interesting. Ace of Pentacles tells us, okay, that there's potential. It's always potential. It's always a sense of new beginnings, a sense of a fresh start in some ways. There's new thoughts. If you're thinking about aces as being an air energy, aces being air energy, and then you've got that sense of, it's a thought, it's an idea of something physical coming into action. Okay, so I feel like there's that thought, there's that idea that something's going to begin, that something's going to start moving forward in the journey. With the 9 of Wands, you get that perseverance, that keep going, I'm a survivor sort of energy. So there is that, again, I get that thing about there's some things that need to be dealt with. There's some tasks that need to be finished. So I just feel like your insight on S just says there is always that potential, got to persevere. There's some stuff that needs to be dealt with. Tell us about the WhatsApp. Okay, tell us about the WhatsApp. I don't think it really matters. I think he sees you as a independent, fiery, passionate Queen of Wands type of, bold, generous type of. I don't think it matters what he saw on your WhatsApp. I'm just trying to see if it's like of value to the journey. Is it with what he saw on your WhatsApp? Is it? No, it was just me being clumsy. Okay. I don't think it matters. I don't know what did he see on your WhatsApp that you think is, oops, there we go. What flew out? Interesting. The Magician. With looking beyond the surface. I think he looks beyond what he actually saw. Like, I get a feeling that he understands that there's always more to the picture than what you see. So I don't think he's stressed about it. I don't think he worried about it. I don't know what you think he saw, but I think he knows that there's always more to the story. With the Magician, I get that feeling like he knows that there's always more beyond the surface. There's always deeper, more information, Kay. Yeah, I just feel like he's just dealing with so much. I just feel like he's dealing with a lot. He knows he's got some things that he's got to deal with. And I think that's why he's quiet. It's not about, I feel like he knows there's more beyond the surface. Okay, he knows that you're independent. He knows that you're bold, that you're I think there is that passionate person. But I think he's just dealing with a lot. I get a feeling like he's just dealing with so much, and that's why he's quiet. I don't think it's about your status. Is that what you mean, your status? Not statues. Status. I just feel like he's got a lot going on. He feels like he's a survivor. He just feels like he's got a lot to deal with. He's dealing with a lot of wounds. Actually, yeah, I'm getting like that that soldier in the war where they're just on surviving mode. Posted updates. So much in his own life. I think that's why he's quiet. I just feel like he's just got so much going on. I get that feeling like he's that soldier and he's just in survival mode. Just trying to get through the next few months or whatever it's going to take, to few weeks, few months, just to get through whatever needs to be done before he can move on. I just get this sense like he is just in survival mode at the moment. He's just in survival mode. He's just trying to wrap up some tasks, trying to get them things done. And it's just he's in survival mode is what I keep getting. Like I just keep seeing like he's in a war. He's in a battle. He's in conflict. and he's just trying to survive is what I'm getting here. I just got my hands in my head and I'm just like, I'm just surviving. I'm just trying to survive. And I think that's why he's silent. That's the energy that I'm getting from him. He's just in that sort of survival mode, that survivor. He knows war's coming to the end, but he's not sure when. He just knows that he's got some tasks that need to be done. He says some things that need to be completed. And that's what I'm getting here from him, Kay. I just feel like he's just in a surviving mode. He's just trying to get through whatever needs to be done so he can move forward. And it's such a challenge. And that's why with you, he just sees you that you're independent, you're bold, you're dynamic energy, you're passionate energy. And there's always more to the story than what's seen on surface. So I just get this feeling like he's just in survival mode, Kay. That's what I feel like for him. He's just in survival mode. He's just in that last, I've just got to count the days down. I've just got to get this stuff done. So that's all I'm getting from him there. Yeah, he's occupied. He's just got so much going on. Okay. He's occupied. He is he's just got so much to achieve. And so what you see on the surface is always more to it. And he knows that. Does that make sense to you with what's going on for him? I just feel like he's just heavy energy. So much stuff going on. Yep, he's working on things. He is just occupied. He's got some stuff going on. He's just trying to get things done. But he's not always going to talk about it. 2K. He's not always going to talk about it. He's just going to get on trying to get it done. I think there's some things that he feels like he's got to do on his own. And that's why I keep getting that surviving mode, that soldier that feels like he's just got to get it done. He's just got to hang in there. So, yeah. Hi, Angel Eyes. How are you? Oops, where are we? Yep, you can put in a question. Yep, certainly. I'm good. Just emptying my spa pool so I can refill it, give it a clean and refill. Right. Oh. Ooh. Tasty tarot. Why have I got tasty tarot on my brain? Right. Okay, so let's pull this out. Right, there's the waterfall tarot. Okay, Angel Eyes, you're talking about your Virgo. What's going on with your Virgo? What's happening here? So it's not just about how he's thinking. You want to know what your connection is with him, what's going on, what's happening. So what's the possible relationship with you two? We've got to be very careful when we intrude in someone else's thoughts. It's all about what you need to know about the situation. Hi, Professor. How are you? So let's have a look. What's going on with the Virgo? What's happening here with Angel Eyes and the Virgo? I don't really like doing third-party readings when you're sort of intruding in someone else's thoughts unless it's affecting you in some way and what you need to do. Oh, I'm good, thanks, Professor. I'm good. So how is the Virgo? So what's going on with the Virgo and you in the relationship? How's he feeling? What's going on in the relationship? What's happening? What's possible outcome? What's going on here? What's going on with this relationship? Okay. I'm doing a few extra cards today. Okay. How's the Virgo feeling? Wow, interesting. Okay, we got the Lovers. So we got that connection, we've got that passion, that creativity, that sense of feeling like something's there, right? But there you got the High Priestess, which tells us there's some secrets or there's some stuff there's some hidden knowledge that needs to be dealt with in some way. But we've got Nine of Cups, which tells us that there's a wish fulfilled, a sense of, everything sort of preparing for the feast, if you like, of everything sort of coming together. So it feels like the Virgo feels like there is that passion, that stuff, but there is some hidden stuff. There are some hidden secrets or some stuff that needs to be dealt with on some way. But he's definitely feeling as though there is that wish fulfilled. So he definitely cares about you, but there's some stuff that needs to be dealt with. And then it feels like sort of that a wish fulfilled, that everything sort of comes together. It's sort of preparation for everything sort of coming together in some way. So yeah, I do feel like there's some stuff that's being dealt with, some hidden stuff, that there is some hidden stuff that needs to be dealt with for sure. But there's definitely the passion. So yeah. Hidden stuff, yes, okay. Cool. Paula. By the way, my name's Paula, for those that don't know. Hecate is the goddess that I work with, the Greek goddess that I work with. So, okay, you're welcome. Okay, Professor, let's have a look at your question here. Okay, the guy you've been in connection with, what's the energy going on? Okay, this fell out. Okay, interesting, because we have Four of Pentacles, so there's some stuff being held on to, and we do have the Ten of Wands, which tells us that needs to be pushed through, needs to release, let go. There is a bit of stuff that needs to be dealt with in some way. And interesting with the Emperor card, like he feels like he wants to be in control of the situation. I do feel as though he feels as though there's a lot of there's some stuff that's being held on to. He's got some fears, yeah. Okay, and there's some stuff that needs to, yeah, he likes to be in control. Okay, he's not very good at surrendering so he's got some stuff he's got to deal with. He proposed and then told me his cold feet. So I said he can go walk with his cold feet. Yeah. I think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be dealt with here. There's a lot of burdens. Yeah, it's not your job. Totally agree with you, Professor. Totally agree with you there. I do feel like he wants to be always in control, as he's a bit of a control freak, if you like. He's got a lot of stuff he's got to deal with. Okay, he's got a lot of stuff he's got to deal with, and that's not up to you to take on his, yeah, very control. Okay, so now you've got to decide what you want to do about that. Basically, Professor, it's about time for you to move on. I think it's time for you to, yeah. Yeah. Okay, time for you to, yeah. Okay, so you know your answer. You know he's got a lot of stuff that he's got to deal with. So I think you already know what you need to do for yourself. Yeah, so I think this is just confirmation for you. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff he's got to work through here. He's got to push a lot of stuff through. He's holding on to a lot of stuff, and yes, he's controlling. So, yeah, I think you need to know what you need to do for yourself. Hi, Ritu. Okay, you're talking about what's going on here. So, will you meet Vashu next month? It's a bit of a yes and no question. Okay, so you're going to do a yes and no question. I should really do angel messages. Where are oh, let me just get the angel answers. Okay, let's do this because you want to go. You're asked a yes and no question. Hi, Blessed. How are you? Right. Will you meet Vashu next month? Let's have a look. What's the answer to this one here? Will you meet Vashu next month? Unlikely. Okay. Your question is, will you meet Vashu next month? And the answer is unlikely. Let's just do a card from... So it says it's unlikely that you're actually going to meet him next month. So what do you actually need to know about... Whoa! That was interesting. Did not expect the same two cards to fly out of the deck and just about hit me. But we get... it's interesting that we're getting a lot of burdens. There's a lot of stuff weighing the situation down. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be dealt with. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be dealt with. It's unlikely that you're going to meet next month because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be dealt with. Okay, so interesting there. So, no, it's unlikely. Things can change, though. Energy can change. But at the moment, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be dealt with before there's going to be any meeting. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Blessed, what do you need to know? You're welcome, Ritu. Right. Blessed, what do you need to know about your relationship with D? Good question. Let's do the coffee tarot for that one. Don't know why, I'm just getting coffee. Love the stick. Okay, so what do you need to know about your relationship with D? Let's have a look. What do you need to know about your relationship with D? What do you need to know about your relationship with D? Oh, and that one flew out as well. Oh, okay. Don't know why, but we're getting a few things here. So what do you need to know about your relationship with D? Interesting. Okay. Okay, there's some things that need to end first. There's some things that need to be dealt with. There's some things that need to end so you can make way for the new stuff going on. And then it tells us that with the 10 of water, that things will start to come together. Okay, so you've got that sense of when things end, things can start being a bit more happy. So there's some stuff that needs to change, is what I'm getting. Some mental ideas, some thoughts, some plans. There needs to be something that needs to finish first, that needs to be final, before the happiness can come into play, before everything can come into play. Then you get the, okay, so this is so interesting. Okay, so you've got 10 of air, 10 of water, right? And then the next two cards that flew out, which were completely, all that I picked out, was 9 of fire and 9 of air. So it tells us that you have to persevere. You have to keep going, persevere through the worries and through the stress. Okay, so it feels like you've got to, don't allow the stress or the worry to get the better of you. Okay, there are some things that need to finish and then you're going to be happy. Persevere, keep going through the stress, through the worry. Okay, if you can persevere through the stress and through the worry. Okay, so you just got to persevere, keep going through the stress and worry. Things have got to end and then you're going to be a lot happier in the situation. Well, that's interesting. You shared your anxieties last night, so that makes sense. Okay, cool. So you're going to be okay. But you've just got to get through the other side. Cool. That was awesome. Okay. That's the Coffee Tarot by Janet and Ron. Boy, yeah. Oh. Their son makes the most amazing bags. So cool. Coffee bag. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, guys, don't forget. Also, check out my Ko-Fi store. Please, you can don't forget you can do memberships and things like that as well, which enables you to get discounts and freebies and resources and all sorts of bits and pieces. Don't forget you can check out Ko-Fi for services as well. There's readings and healings. Don't forget donations and things like that help with the channel, help keep the channel going so I can keep doing these readings. Even from as little as $1 a month, and you can get loads of free resources and freebies and a little bit of extras and things like that. So there's a lot of benefit to becoming. There's free downloads as well, previews for videos, private readings, all sorts. So don't forget to check out Ko-Fi. Now I'm also available. I'm also trying to build up my TikTok so I can go live on TikTok too at some stage. So don't forget to go and check. If you're on TikTok, go check out my TikTok. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me all over the place. Slowly building and getting there. So yeah, don't forget to check out. Right. Looks like I might be ending soon unless anybody else comes in. Don't forget, for as little as $1 supports the channel, enables me to keep coming back and doing these readings. So if I don't get the support, it costs me time and effort. And don't forget, when you do a donation, you get an oracle reading. You get tarot and oracle reading. So you get a much more in-depth reading. You can also do a mini soul energy clearing past life reading as well. It's also available. Of course, it takes a little bit more effort. Let's do a collective reading from our ancestors. Let's do a message from our beloved dead. Let's have a look. Collective. Before I finish up. So let's have a look at a message from the dead. Okay, what message do we have from our guides, our ancestors? Angels and archangels. Bringing in the highest vibration of love. Bringing in the highest vibration of love. Arcana. Arcana. That's an interesting message there. And evermore. Okay, so let's have a look at Arcana. See what the message is there. Okay, there are two kinds of truth. The truth we keep to ourselves and the truth that we show others. Arcana is a tight lip. She has secrets, confidence, and mysteries that she'll happily take to her grave. When you receive this card, there's a story, fact, or information being kept under lock and key, away from prying eyes and inquiring minds. It's also unknown whether or not the revelation of this content is for your highest good, or in fact, ever. Some things are just better left alone. You may also be working with a departed soul who may not be ready or doesn't wish to divulge their truth or all the facts surrounding a tragic event or situation. Remember, this departed one also has free will, and it's best to honor their choice and right to remain silent. If you're the seeker or keeper of secrets, Arcana asks how this resonates with you in the moment. If something is working its way out from your own unconscious, or calling you into service through symbols, dreams, or is there a secret seeking expression in order to be resolved, processed, or healed? Or are you being invited to open an investigation that can unlock the past and bring cleansing, blessings, and peace to all concerned? The beloved dead of Arcana knows that although dead and buried, Arcana still has the power to haunt the living. This card on rare occasion can help you on your journey to unearth any hidden truth for the highest good. And the other card was evermore. So let's have a look here. So here you got the sense of secrets of some sort. And sometimes it's best just to stay silent. Okay, evermore. Quoth the newlyweds evermore. When this card is representing a loved one, individual, or event, is raising the significance and context of a marriage, official coupling, partnership, proposal, betrothal, or an actual wedding or honeymoon. It's also the energy of happy ever after and signifies love and hope that's spring eternal. This is a message from a loved one that even though they can't be there for you physically, their support and love for you is enduring. I stand beside you, behind you, we are souls entwined evermore. Merry meet, merry part, merry meet again. Okay, if you're in a relationship, this card asks you to connect with the romantic, starry-eyed and expectant energy of these beloved dead. They ask, how does energy resonate and compare with what you're currently feeling and experiencing? Has this union inspired you both to grow past or hold on to old limiting patterns and narratives? Is marriage a solution or a continuation? Do you work on making yourselves and each other better human beings? If not, why not and how? Love is a noun, but it's also a verb and action. What's binding you to this commitment in the name of evermore? Are there spoken or unspoken expectations in place, and are they reasonable or unreasonable? If you're single and frustrated trying to manifest love while asking every fortune teller when you'll meet your soulmate, the beloved dead of Evermore step forward for you. They ask you to mindfully consider your intention, your heart's desire, but most importantly, your undercurrents. What are your exact instructions to the universe? He will hear my call a mile away. He will whistle my favorite song. He can ride a pony backward. He can flip pancakes in the air. He'll be marvelously kind, and his favorite shape will be a star. And he'll have one green eye and one blue eye and one blue. Alice Hoffman, Practical Magic. In Practical Magic, the young Sally Owens performs a love spell called the Amis Veratus, where she petitions the universe for a partner with qualities that she sure can't exist. And if he doesn't exist, I'll never die of a broken heart. Once she moves past an ancestral agenda that equates love with pain, he arrives. A state investigator, bad shape like a star with heterochromia, different color irises, and he flips pancakes. Go figure. Interesting. So here we're talking about secrets being silent, and then you've got that connection with someone of some sort. So maybe it's about being silent about the partner that you really want. Just let it be. Just stay silent about your evermore partner. Don't share with everybody. Let things be. Ooh, interesting. We'll just have one more card here and get a bit of a whoa. Time. Things will happen in the right time. So don't talk about it. Don't worry about it. Just let things be. That's what I'm getting here. You want a partner. You want a relationship. It's about knowing that things will work out in the right time. Just allow yourself to be. Don't talk about it. Get a sense of just not talking about the partner. Don't share with everybody. Interesting. Okay. So I don't think there's anyone else coming in. I'm just cruising while I wait for my... Okay. Okay, I'm not sure if anyone's popping in or anything. I'm just giving people time. Right. do. Oops, didn't mean to pull those other cards out. Nature Spirits Oracle. Let's have a look, see what message you've got for us today. What message do you have for us today? Let's have a look. My initial thought when I looked at this card was a vase. A sense of an empty vase. Empty vase. So do you feel your life is empty, like there's nothing to fill? Open your heart and be receptive to the divine awareness. Being receptive to the divine awareness. It's interesting because I'm getting a sense of a tree, the branches reaching out. So here we've got the sense of an empty vase. I looked at this and my first initial thought was like an empty vase, like things are not, where's the beauty? Where are the flowers? Where's the beauty in what you're doing? So it's important to sort of open your heart to be able to have an awareness of the divine, allowing yourself to reach towards the sky. I get a sense of like reaching out, branching out to new possibilities here. Whew. Radiating love. Reaching all corners of the world. Maybe even feeling like it could be, it's interesting. Open new gates to new possibilities. That was interesting. I got this, when I looked at this, my first initial thought was like a CAT scan, like someone's like nurturing, germinating that sense of got like CAT scan, like a pregnancy sort of thing, but you're germinating, you're creating something new in your journey. So here I get the sense of, okay, you're feeling like things are not quite the way you want them to. You've got this vase, but you've got no flowers. You're thinking, where are the flowers? So you need to sort of open your heart and allow yourself to have an awareness of your environment, of what's going on here, reaching towards branching out into new possibilities, allowing yourself to radiate love on some level, open the gate to new, push open the gate to new possibilities as you give birth, or as you give birth to something new, is what I'm getting here. Getting rid of the negative, allowing yourself to give birth to something new. Interesting here. So yeah. Okay, is there anything else that you feel we can share? Oh, that was interesting. I got both cards are the same. For some reason, I had two cards the same in this deck, but both cards flipped out. So it's a really strong situation, is that you're getting rid of the negative aspects if you're giving birth to the new. You're going through the changes, the transformation, the rebirthing. Ooh, that was kind of interesting. Okay. So yeah, I think that's it from me. Okay, I'm going to end the stream here.